Hey, Raiders Nation! Coming at you live, like we're hanging out at the bar or outside the stadium. Have you stopped to think about the roller coaster this season has been? What should we expect from the game against the Chiefs on Black Friday? Does Aidan O'Connell, with his thumb still kind of messed up, have any chance against Patrick Mahomes and the crew? And there's more. We're going to talk about possible future scenarios, like that wild talk of Aaron Rodgers in Las Vegas next year. Does it make sense? And what does Coach Antonio Pierce mean when he says it's time to get back to Raider football? Let's dive into all of this. Because, man, the stories are heating up, and there's so much to discuss. Don't go anywhere because today's video is going to be intense. Black Friday Showdown, David versus Goliath? Starting with the highly anticipated Black Friday matchup against the Chiefs. Let's be honest, no one is counting the Raiders as favorites, not even head coach Antonio Pierce, who mentioned in a press conference that, quote, "We are the worst team in football." But could this be a strategy to relieve pressure from the team and create an atmosphere of surprise? Patrick Mahomes hasn't been flawless lately, and the Chiefs' offense showed some weaknesses against the Panthers. This gives the Raiders a glimmer of hope, especially if the defense can apply pressure and force turnovers. However, for that to happen, the offense will need to do its part, and that's where Aidan O'Connell comes in. O'Connell, the risky bet. The big question for Friday is how Aidan O'Connell will perform after weeks out with a broken thumb. He himself admitted that his finger isn't 100%, but he claims to be ready to face the challenge. So, fans, is he really ready? O'Connell was the last quarterback to beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead, which could be a good omen. But let's be frank, he's stepping into an almost impossible scenario. Lacking rhythm, going up against one of the best defenses in the NFL, and with the Raiders' offensive line far from reliable. If he stumbles, will Desmond Ridder step in? Ridder has said he's ready if needed, but Pierce seems confident in giving O'Connell a chance to prove himself. Injuries and the short week challenges. As if facing the Chiefs wasn't tough enough, the Raiders are dealing with multiple adversities, including a short week and injuries. The loss of Gardner Minshew, who had been the starter, has left the offense even more vulnerable. Moreover, the defense will need to play a perfect game to keep the score close. Pierce stated he wants hard and sloppy football, the famous chaos. Could this strategy of taking the game out of the Chiefs' comfort zone actually work? Or are we just delaying the inevitable? Future in question, Aaron Rodgers with the Raiders? And to spice things up, there's speculation about Aaron Rodgers. Just imagine, Rodgers wearing a Raiders jersey next year. But, thinking it over, does it really make sense? Rodgers is nearing 40 years old and isn't the dominant player he once was. Bringing in a veteran quarterback for the third consecutive season might not be the solution the Raiders need. The ideal approach would be to focus on the draft and develop a young signal caller who can lead the team in the future. Tom Brady, now a minority owner of the team, is also part of the conversation, with some saying he could influence Rodgers and help him find his youth. But is that really what the Raiders need? It seems more like a marketing move than a real solution to our problems. Stop sign summary and expectations for the Raiders. So, folks, what can we expect from this whole situation? Black Friday is set to be another dramatic chapter for our season, with Aidan O'Connell taking charge of the offense against the powerful Chiefs. The defense will need to be aggressive, and Coach Antonio Pierce has made it clear that he wants chaos and confusion, the classic Raider way. But what about the future? Should the franchise really consider Aaron Rodgers, or is it time to turn the page and focus on building a young and competitive team? Direct hit now, it's your turn. What are your expectations for Friday's game? Can Aidan O'Connell surprise us, or will the Chiefs' favoritism prevail? And regarding the future, is Aaron Rodgers a good idea, or should the Raiders look for a new quarterback in the draft? Speech balloons, share your thoughts in the comments because I want to know what the fans think about all this. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with friends who are also Raiders fans. Let's keep this conversation going because what lies ahead promises a lot of excitement. See you next time.